Hello and welcome to today's English class presentation on behalf of the Inclusive Learning Initiative. Today we are going to be focusing on punctuation. Basic punctuation. Today there are 5 different topic areas that we are going to be focusing on, specifically full stops, commas, apostrophes, exclamation marks and question marks. What is punctuation? Punctuation is the system of signs and symbols which tell a reader how a text should be read. Exercise 1. Match them up. In this exercise, you are required to match the types of punctuation marks in the green boxes with their correct definitions in the blue boxes. Please pause this video and complete this exercise. We will then go through the answers. We will start with the first green box. Full stops indicate the end of a sentence and create a pause. Commas separate words, phrases, or clauses. Apostrophes show possession or contractions. Question marks are used at the end of the question. And exclamation marks express extreme emotion like anger or surprise. Here is a table of the basic types of punctuation marks and their associated definitions. It may be useful to copy this table down for future reference. Exercise 2. Punctuation in sentences. Here are 3 sentences that require basic punctuation marks. Please pause the video and try and find out where the punctuation marks belong in each sentence below. I will then go through the answers. Sentence 1. Rosie, who liked sleeping, was a sweet cat. In this sentence, we can see that there is a main clause and a subordinate clause. The main clause in this sentence is Rosie was a sweet cat. We can see that there is also additional information in here, who liked sleeping. This is the subordinate clause. As it is not at the start or the end of the sentence, we know that this is an embedded subordinate clause. Therefore, this information needs to be enclosed with commas. We also know that each sentence must end with some type of punctuation mark. As this is not a question or expressing extreme emotion, we can end this sentence with a full stop. This sentence is now correctly punctuated. Sentence 2. I'd like some of that chocolate. In this sentence, we can see the use of a contraction in the word I'd. A contraction is the cutting and blending of 2 or more words put together to create a new shorter word. So, for instance, in this example, I'd would have been I would. For a contraction to be correctly used, there is the need for an apostrophe between the 2 words. Therefore, an apostrophe would go here. Depending on the context of this sentence, either a full stop or an exclamation mark may be used. Although, for the purpose of this exercise, we presume that extreme emotion is not expressed, and therefore a full stop will be used. Sentence 3. You didn't eat your lunch, did you? As we've previously discussed with the second sentence, contractions require an apostrophe. Therefore, the contraction didn't requires an apostrophe between the N and the T. Further, as with the first sentence, we can see that this sentence contains a main clause, which is you didn't eat your lunch, and a subordinate clause, which is did you. Therefore, to break up the main clause from the subordinate clause, we need to add a comma here. Finally, the subordinate clause is asking a question. Therefore, we need to end this sentence with a question mark. Thank you on behalf of the Inclusive Learning Initiative for taking the time to watch this English class presentation on basic punctuation.